Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher, and I'm singing in the rain. Maybe that song, that melody, invoked images of A Clockwork Orange for you, like it does for me. Either way, I'm starting with something that's irrelevant to the video and the message I'm about to share with you. As a coach, as a wellness coach, fitness sovereignty coach, one of the principles I've learned is that the path of learning, the path of growth, the path of becoming is a messy process. And so many adults who I've trained, when I would be teaching them a very simple movement and they'd be failing and struggling, I just see adults break out and throw these tantrums like little kids, just say, I can't do it, show me, I can't do it, just sound like little children. And I was always just kind of blown away by why that is, just this neurosis that seems to be the baseline state of so many people, this neurosis and tension. And again, in my work in consciousness, I'm always asking the question, why? Where does this come from? How does a human being get to this point to where they're so resistant to working on a skill that they haven't mastered yet, that they're not close to mastering, but just or having such a hard time just being with that process, being okay of not being good at something and feeling the need to throw a temper tantrum. And again, this is a neurotic behavior, and I believe a lot of it just comes from trauma, like just little traumas of our education system. If you go to public schools, if you are indoctrinated into society in a conventional way, you are traumatized in a very, very subtle way, because it's just, I see this is just too much of a common theme in people's behavior. And this expectation, again, to be immediately great at something and immediately master the skill, this lack of patience that is the average state of your common person. And these temper tantrums and being impatient and getting frustrated and quitting something and then moving along to the next guru who promises you instant results, none of this results, none of this ends in better results or the accomplishment of whatever these people intend to actually want to manifest. It just ends this ever-ending cycle of repetition and excuses and rationalization. But for those, again, let me say there is hope, because for those who are able to recognize this pattern and just start to accept the learning process, and that it is okay to fail, it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to fumble and stumble. You're not going to be held back a grade if you stumble at many things in life that you need to fumble through to learn what you need to learn from. And when people start to get into this attitude of saying, you know, I'm not very good at this now, but I'm going to show up, I'm going to be present with the process, and I'm going to show up every day, and every day, every week, I'm going to make progress towards a meaningful goal that this particular skill I'm working at is cultivating. Those who make that realization and commit to that, they win. They always get that result. Presence, that's another issue too. When people are neurotic, they're not present. This neurosis is a state of constant judgment of oneself and judgment of whatever else you do. Again, a lot of times I find as a wellness coach, people hire me not because they want to actually achieve their goal, they hire me because they want to vent and blame somebody else for their failure. And when I see this type of consciousness showing up, I don't take these clients anymore. I get rid of them. But it took me a long time to see that. But those people, again, who are sincere and are able to find presence in what they're doing, to learn how to breathe and be with themselves and be with their process, no matter how incompetent they may be at the skill they're learning at that time, just being where they are and understanding they are going to work with full presence, these people always win. They always tap in to the potential that comes with understanding the process of continuing to show up, be present, and fumble through and become what you are meant to become. And I say this once again because not many people are going to share this message. Most people are going to share messages about easy hacks on how to get what you want. That's bullshit. I've said that before, I'll say it again. That's bullshit. If you are truly dedicated to human potential and mastery, then you're dedicated to the process. No matter how ugly, no matter how messy it may be on a day-to-day basis. That being said, make a beautiful mess and keep moving forward, and I'll see you on the other side.